Hello, welcome to today's episode of Topmost Sport Podcast. My name is Mo. I am the host of this show, and here with me on the show today is my co-host.
My name is TOPMORAZ. Today's episode promises to be an interesting one.
Yeah, we have two guests on the show today.
Two sports analysts.
Yeah, from TM Sports. Can you please introduce yourself?
Good day, everyone. I'm Praise, and I'm glad to be in the studio. I hope to have a great conversation here with my brother.
Good day, everyone. I'm Lanren by name.
Okay, thank you for
Welcome,
honoring
guys.
our invitation.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
On today's episode, we will be talking about the European Championship, also known as the Euro, happening in Germany
Yes.
presently. So we'll be talking about the round of 16, the just concluded matches, and probably
Two
predicting
games to go.
still have 2 games to go. So in the round of 16, then there will be a preview on the quarterfinals coming up. So the first game in the round of 16, I think, is the game between Germany and Denmark.
Yes.
So what do you have to say about that match? What can you say about that match, please?
Thank you for that question, and I'm glad that so far we've seen games that are very interesting and all. But the game between Germany and Denmark was an interesting game, and despite everything, Germany came out tops because Denmark actually gave them a fight for their money and all that. But they were unlucky at some point, and the best team won the game based on their maybe past experience and all that, and the kind of quality they have in the team. So why I've not seen Germany has not really put that
Intensity.
champion, like what is expected of them, because as Germany, they have like stars, like a lot of stars, and I feel the coach has not been able to use the players well. But between them and Denmark, the game was interesting, and as I said earlier,
But some people think Germany are the favorites.
I don't see them as favorites. I don't see them as just one of the teams in the competition. So going to the round of 16, I feel like quarterfinals rather. I feel they will be disturbed a lot.
They will struggle.
They will struggle. I feel they will struggle. I feel
Facing Spain?
yes, they will struggle against Spain.
Okay.
Because I feel Spain is a high scoring team, and Germany might be exposed in that game. So that's my thought.
Okay.
That's my thought.
Thank you for that observation, for your view.
So, Larry,
Larry,
let's talk about Switzerland and Italy. What do you make of that game?
Yeah,
It ended 2-0
thank
in
you.
favor of Switzerland.
That match
Yeah.
for that day, it is only a one-match team.
Okay.
That's the only way I see it that day,
Okay.
because Switzerland outclassed Italy totally.
the
Okay.
defending
From the
champion.
back
Yeah,
the
the
midfield
defending
to
champion.
the
Yes.
front. Yes, because but let me say, the issue with Italy in this
Okay.
tournament is based on the coach. The coach, literally, is the coach.
So you think
Yes.
the coach is the problem?
Yes.
Why do you think so?
Because of the squad, or let me say the players that he is fielding on the team, on the pitch. Sorry, on the pitch.
Okay.
Yes, the last match that they played against this same Switzerland, he benched some players which I did not expect him to bench.
Like who?
From experience, Jorginho.
Okay.
I did not expect Jorginho to be on the bench that day.
But he feeded the team of Barella, Fagueli, and Cristante in the midfield. Is that not strong enough?
Fagioli is not experienced enough.
Okay.
Jorginho has played in this tournament very, very well.
Yes, of course.
And he has the experience very, very well. He has the international experience. He has the club experience.
Okay.
Fagioli is
I'll
still
take
very,
that.
very young.
It's just 23 years of age.
Fagioli is very, very young.
Okay.
So, and Fagioli did not start the first match. He did not start the second match. He did not even start the third match. So it was Jorginho that started the first match, the second match, the third match.
Don't you think it's as a result of tactics? It's a tactical decision.
Well, if you say it is a tactical decision, once a decision did not work, then it is a wrong decision from my own point. It's a wrong decision from my own point. So I don't see it as a decision that that is good at all.
Okay. Okay. So all credits to Switzerland.
He gambled. Let me say he gambled and it did not pay off at all.
Okay. All credits to Switzerland.
Yeah, let's say Switzerland, they have been a team like in these tournaments, they've been they've been very, very classy
and tactical as well.
Yeah, because no one expected them to outclass Italy.
Yeah, seriously,
No one
seriously,
expected that.
I respect them a lot because of how they are playing right now. And to me, they are one of the favorites.
They are very disciplined.
To win this tournament. They are one of the favorites.
Okay, take a look at the chart. You see from their own angle, they are likely to face England.
They are facing England in the quarterfinal.
Yes. Then they are likely to face either Romania or Netherlands. Then either Austria or Turkey. Austria or Turkey.
Yeah.
So you saying they are one of the favorites? I will take that. I will take that
because I think they are capable of
based on their performance in this tournament. They've been very, very outstanding and remarkable.
But maybe I think they will find it difficult a bit to beat England.
Even
though I just said now that they are favorites, but I will not rule England out too. Because even though England, they are playing woefully, they are still doing their job.
Yeah.
In as much as they are winning.
We are still coming. We are still coming to England.
It's a tournament football, so I think an ugly win is a win.
Yes, that's just it. That's just it.
Okay. Looking at this tournament, praise. I think there are a whole lot of disallowed goals.
Yes.
What do you make of the officiating? Is he using the VAR? What will you say? What do you have to say about the VAR, like about the officiating of this Euro?
To be very honest, the officiating in the Euros has been like classic. It has been spectacular, and I will give it up to the organizers.
Like, so you are okay with it?
Yes, I am okay with it because, for example, when VAR decides to make decisions, like their decisions are like very fast, very swift, and correct. Yeah. Unlike what we see in the EPL, like normally, or let's say in European competitions generally, the VAR has improved and like the decisions they have been making are quite correct, like very, very correct. There was this game that the ball is really, you can barely even see that the ball hits the guy in his hands, and VAR like
they got the moment.
I think that was Germany,
Denmark. Yes, okay. That the defender.
They got the decision right. That was Anderson.
Yes,
Anderson.
Yes, it was a very correct decision.
And if you look at his goal, I think Lanre had something.
The disallowed goal. Yes,
disallowed goal. Lanre had something.
Yes, I have something to say about the disallowed goal because that day we've seen that goal, like after that match. Yeah. Sorry, we've seen that goal get given again. In which I don't understand. Oh, sorry. I think it's not that much. It's not that much.
Okay.
But let's talk about the officiating too.
Okay.
Based on that officiating issue, I think they've been top notch.
Okay.
But we are still seeing some lingering issues.
Okay.
Like which match are you talking about?
Against Spain. Spain versus
Georgia.
No, Spain versus
group stage?
This quarterfinal. This round of 16.
It was against Georgia.
It was Spain and Georgia.
Yeah, it was. Sorry, it was against Georgia. Yes, yeah. The first goal that Rodri scored, I think Morata was in an offside position. Yes, and they count the goal.
Mm.
Yes, but during when they were playing group stage, I think.
Okay.
There was a situation that happened, that same exact situation that happened in another match like that, but they cancelled the goal.
But I think
the
issue with that is, I think what VAR is after mostly when there's a situation like that is how well is he interfering with the goalkeeper?
Yeah, if the player is interfering with
the check and
I think your involvement,
then the distance to the goalkeeper sometimes matters as well. I think that's
like an obstruction or something.
yes. But I think they
He wasn't interfering.
due to
He wasn't obstructing
due
the
to
keeper.
the
If you
due to
say
the
he
new
wasn't obstructing the keeper, you will see that Morata moved.
There is slight movement.
Exactly.
Okay.
Even I wouldn't call it slightly. I
Okay.
wouldn't call it slight movement. He moved away from the position that the ball passed. He moved away.
Then I think that movement.
Exactly. That movement should be why it should be ruled out as offside.
Yeah, I think the
No,
movement.
no, I think
he
the
has a
movement.
point.
I would say about that movement. It is of two types. Is either you are moving towards the ball, probably you want to interfere with the ball, or you are moving away from the ball. From what we can see, Morata was moving away from the ball.
But the general believer, like from all the rules and regulations, once you are in a way,
move.
like once the build up to that goal or something, like once it comes up and a player interferes intentionally or unintentionally, they might give the goal or not.
Because I think we've seen this several times. Even I can remember an EPL match, Everton versus Manchester United.
Okay.
Around
Yes, last season.
yes, I won't say. I think upper last season.
Maguire or something. It
Yes,
was last
exactly,
season. It was last season.
exactly. They
goal
scored
was
a
good
goal
at-
around 90+4,
Yes, I can remember.
and it was
Saying
the
Maguire
goal was
interfered or
removed.
something.
Exactly, yes.
I can remember.
The goal was removed. No, it was Everton that scored the goal. It was Everton that scored the goal. Yes, they said Sigurdsson was interfering the play because he moved slightly away from where the ball passed.
But
So I think even slightly, once the player moves slightly away from where the ball passed, should be removed or should be cancelled.
it should be cancelled
as
but
offside.
as well. They will have to check the distance to the goalkeeper.
Exactly.
The first thing they check is the distance to the goalkeeper.
If you said they should be checking the distance from the goalkeeper,
Yes.
I think so. Are you saying that if the ball hits the player's leg in an offside
It's
position,
going to be offside.
then we are saying
But
the same thing.
If the distance to the goalkeeper is far away, and he moves, definitely the goal will be given.
I get the point here.
That's another thing.
Yeah.
So I think we should move away from that.
Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about the England-Slovakia match.
I know Larry has a lot to say about this.
That was one hell of a match. No one was.
This is Larry's team. Actually.
Yeah, no one was expecting England to struggle. Because from my own perspective, I would say England struggled.
They gave them a run for their money.
Yeah, they struggled.
Exactly.
I think they had 16 goals attempts, and they had just two on target. And
that is 4.
Yeah, that's very, very poor from England.
And
in 120 minutes.
Those were the goals that they scored.
Yeah, those were the goals. So
You see,
even the Slovakia team, they had 13 attempts and they had 3 on
Shots on
target.
goal, yeah.
Yeah, so
Larry, what do you have to
What
say?
do you
About
say
this?
about
right
that?
from the beginning of this tournament, when we saw England squad, most people were saying, we think they should move far ahead in this
It is
competition.
coming home.
Yes. They were saying it is coming home. But most of us, or let me say some of us, know that it will be difficult a bit for them, even though they have the squad.
So why is it difficult? They have the players. They have the squad. Why?
I'm sorry for interfering.
Okay.
Sorry for. I
Please
think
come in.
England is an overhyped team. Reason being that when the coach notices that a particular player is doing well in his club side, he immediately picks up that player, and then he will expect the player to come and like give what he has given in his club side. Sometimes those players are just lucky. For example, now this goalkeeper, this Portugal's goalkeeper now, because he saved 3 penalties and all that, does not mean he's the best goalkeeper in the.
Thank you.
Hey, you get what I'm saying?
Yes.
For example, now let's give example of Guehi, who is a defender in
Guehi.
something like that. Because he did well with Crystal Palace towards the end. I'm not saying he's not a good player, but because he did like very well at his club side, the coach decided to pick him up, and the guy has.
But he's been top notch in this tournament.
He's actually a good player.
He's been top notch in this tournament.
Praise.
I purchase your point concerning the goalkeeper.
Yeah, he gets it.
He kept against Arsenal in the penalty shootout as well, and he
In the
did
Champions
perform.
League,
Champions
yes.
League.
Well, praise. I won't go with that. you saying England is an overhyped.
Well, they are.
Well, that's what everyone
Right.
says. But we
Yeah.
all know how the English media works. Even in the club side, we all know how English media.
Okay.
We all know how they
operate.
we all know how they operate. Like even when they see a player with consistency for just let's say 3 months, they'll start hyping.
Yes.
Okay, that's England.
Yes.
We all know
That's
them
the
for that.
issue we
That's
have
my
with
problem.
England
But-
players.
but what-
And what I think is
Okay.
they don't have that coach.
Okay, you won't say
They don't have. They don't have the coach at all. They don't,
okay.
Once
Why
they
would you
do
say
away
they don't have
with
that
okay,
coach?
for example, now you see a team like Portugal. You see a team like Portugal now. Portugal has consistency with their team.
Okay.
Yes.
You get it?
Yes.
A team like Germany, in a
Okay.
way, Germany has consistency.
Okay.
So you get, except if maybe one player retires and then they have to replace. So this one now, you have consistent players. You have players like Marcus Rashford. You have players like Raheem Sterling and all like the likes like that.
But
I
they
know some
didn't
of them are
perform.
injured.
They
no.
didn't perform during the course of the season.
During-
So what will you
that's
not
what I'm
wait?
saying.
Let me you get my point.
Because even you
No,
as a coach,
what I'm saying is
you will not
what,
pick
what
them.
I'm trying to
even
tell
though
you-
the experience
Yes.
is there.
What I'm
Then-
trying to
then aside that-
experience matters in
Aside
football.
that,
Experience matters.
aside that,
Marcus
aside that-
Rashford plays. He plays like a small kid when he plays with Manchester United, but it's always different when he's with England.
But
aside
as
that,
a- okay.
even we all know there's coach preference.
Look at Madison.
We all know,
crying out
chill.
loud.
We all know there's coach preference. Okay, take a look at this France team. I'm betting it that if not because of the doping ban for
Against Pogba,
Pogba,
yeah,
Pogba
yeah.
will have in any way. I don't know.
Okay.
will have
Let's
in
sorry.
all way been.
For example, you
find
said
his way
you
into
are
that
giving an
team, of
example
course.
of France. We have N'Golo Kante.
Yeah,
Okay.
Kante didn't participate in the World Cup
of course.
based on his
Injury. He was
Injury,
injured.
he was injured,
injury
yeah.
and all that, and he was really not performing with Chelsea before he left for Saudi.
Yes.
Okay, because of injury.
But his experience so far with the French team has like proven him to be
Okay.
Seriously,
Okay,
I was
okay.
having a
If-
doubt
if-
when
if
I
a team
saw
like-
the full squad
with Conte.
in. I was having
okay,
that
please.
huge doubt.
But
that,
he has-
what is
he has-
happening?
What is Kante
The-
doing?
the-
here?
their
But
last
he,
game,
he,
the
he has
round of 16.
overperformed in this tournament. Seriously,
The first two.
I think he's
two
one of the
games.
best 3 midfielders in
Yes,
this
Yes,
the
tournament.
first
in
two
this
games.
tournament,
The first
yes,
two games, he
yes.
was the man of the match.
He
First
really
two
proved
games,
me wrong.
He had assists. This last game
Yes,
they played,
he
he was
was
the
the
one
man
who
of-
assisted too. He had an assist.
Okay,
So,
okay. Take for instance now, Praise.
yeah.
You are Gareth Southgate.
Okay.
Okay, wetin you for do for that team? Who you for carry?
Thank God, say you even carry and come broken.
Who you for carry?
If it be me,
Go that tournament. Okay.
if it be me, you see a player like Madison, you cannot do away with players like that.
Okay.
Madison, number one.
Okay.
Marcus Rashford, he performed woefully, yes, with Manchester United. But Marcus Rashford is a player that when he plays with England, he gives his all to the game and he performs well. Except if you want to
But
like.
don't you think
Well,
he would
another
have,
thing-
he would
another
have been?
thing
We have a player like Harry Maguire as well.
Okay.
Harry Maguire as well. He performs.
Are you saying?
Okay,
are you
okay,
saying
now
this
you are
because?
saying-
Are you citing this example because you are a
No,
Manchester United fan?
I mentioned Madison now.
What
I
I'm
mentioned
trying to-
so you were saying something.
Okay.
Wait,
Okay,
you were
let
saying
me
something.
just ask
You
you
were saying
one
something
question.
based
One
on
question,
performance.
please.
Wait,
One
wait.
question.
Okay.
Okay, you said based on Rashford and experience, based on Madison experience.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
take for instance now.
Please, I beg. I want to talk something before
Over
you.
the course of last
Okay,
season,
Okay.
between Rashford and Cole Palmer, who performed well?
Palmer performed
Okay,
better.
okay, fine.
Please,
Okay,
before
but
we
if
land, I want
Rashford-
to say something. I
Okay,
want to say
okay.
something.
All right.
You are saying based on performance. There was a time Harry Maguire was having a totally bad season with Manchester United, and Southgate always invited him.
Called
And
him,
people were
yes,
saying,
yes.
does
Yes,
Maguire have Southgate's
Wait,
I
I have a point I'm trying to prove.
The truth is, Maguire always performs whenever he's with the
I
English
understand,
team.
but my
Yes,
question
exactly.
is, what would you have? What would have been your own suggestion now?
If I was the coach,
If you are the coach,
if I was the coach, I
you
would go
watched.
with.
Wait, let me
Okay,
land.
okay.
You watched the Premier League season.
Yes,
Fine.
You saw the performances of different players.
yes,
Yeah.
We saw Gordon
Yeah.
with Newcastle.
yes.
Even Oli Watkins.
We saw Watkins with Aston Villa.
Exactly.
We saw Ivan Toney.
Yes.
Yes, with Brentford. Even though he came back to during the course of the
Yes.
season after.
Even at that, he performed.
Yeah,
really
he
performed.
did now, are you telling me, looking at Marcus Rashford with his woefulness all through the season,
All through the
Yeah.
season.
would you have picked Marcus Rashford and dropped Anthony Gordon?
I would have picked Marcus Rashford.
Ahead
Why?
of Gordon
Ahead of Gordon.
or ahead of Palmer.
I'll give you my reasons.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll give you my reasons. From past games, like past tournaments and all that,
Okay.
you cannot say Marcus Rashford has been bad for England, playing bad for England. You get it? So based on that, because he had a bad season with his team, does not mean you have a bad season with England. You get it? Now, the truth is, Harry Kane performed very well in the course of the season and all that. Oli Watkins and all, but those players are not even involved in the competition.
Okay, wait. Larry, what do you have to say about it? I know you want to say something.
Well, seriously, I don't agree with what Praise said.
Okay.
Simply because, firstly, Gareth has already picked this team already, this squad already in general. So, and I believe the squad he picked, they are very capable enough to go far ahead and even win this tournament.
God bless you.
But it depends on the players
The performances.
that is fielding on the pitch.
His lineup.
Okay.
Exactly.
His selection has been
Very, very poor.
Larry, I think
that's the issue that is
I
having.
think you are mistaking me somewhere. I'm not saying English players and those players are not good.
Okay.
What I'm trying to tell you is Bellingham so far, aside the hype,
He has been poor.
Phil Foden has not lived up to expectations.
Yes.
No,
Even
Saka, even though I've been criticizing Phil Foden, but to be honest with you, people were saying Phil Foden can play across
The front line.
The front line,
Yeah.
the three wings and the front line, and I told them that's wrong. The main position
Larry,
for Phil Foden is 10.
I remember something, and I want to
Put
say
Foden as a
remember
10.
Width of Germany. I can remember you said Width cannot perform in that position
As a winger, yes. I said he was useless as a winger. Some people were criticizing me. I said I did not say that Width is a bad player.
Yes.
I said he's useless as a winger.
Yes.
And I think my point has been proven right now.
What I'm just trying to, I want you to let you know is that a player can be abysmal, like perform woefully with his club side and get to his national team and play very well. Rashford played during the qualifiers, yes or no?
Of course.
Did he perform well or not?
He was okay.
Madison played during the qualifiers. If without them, would they have qualified for the competition?
Larry, talking about Wiz, don't you think the coach is using that as a way to confuse their
Opponents.
Don't you think that was tactical?
Well, let me say, I think we can now see very clearly now that it is not working. Even if it is a tactics, it is not working because he has already dropped Width from the starting 11. He has already dropped Width from the starting 11.
Okay.
So if it is working, clearly he will still be using it.
Yeah.
Even though there is his replacements, which is Sane.
He has been very poor.
Sane has been very bad.
poor.
But let me say he balanced the team.
Karim Adeyemi had a good season.
He balanced the team. Let me say, Karim Adeyemi cannot play as a right wing effectively. That's one of the issues. Yes,
Please,
that's one of the
I just
issues.
want to chip in.
But Musiala is playing very well
yes,
from the left wing.
Even across the front,
My
the front
standard-
three wing.
my standard-
Across
yes,
the front
Musiala can play
My
anywhere.
standout
very
players,
good player.
my standout players so far, Musiala, Yamin Lamala,
Yes.
and this
And
guy,
Nico Williams.
Nico Williams and Adagula. That guy has been.
those youngsters.
And
they're really
What about this Georgian striker?
Bashelia, is it Kvaratskhelia or what's his name?
Kvaratskhelia, no. Yeah.
The
Napoli guy.
I've seen a lot of their games, and that guy has.
I think we should move away from this.
Yeah,
thing.
okay. Let's quickly talk about the France and Belgium match. Yeah, I think to me, from my perspective, France have not been. They've not performed up to my expectation.
At all.
Because across their 4 games, they've had. I think they won 3. They drew 1. Yeah, they did.
No. They did not win.
Because
I think 4 games
Four
now.
games, okay.
4
Yes,
games
they
now.
won.
They drew 1.
Okay.
I think they won.
the first game.
They won the first game
Own goal by.
They've scored 2 or 3 own goals.
against Austria.
Let me just say,
against
Max
Austria.
their first game, their first group match, group match,
An own goal,
match was against Austria.
Austria won.
Which Max Wober scored an own goal.
Own goal, yes.
Then the second match was
was a
where Kylian Mbappe scored.
It was a tie.
Yeah, no,
Yes.
was he?
their second match, I think their second match was a tie.
It was a draw.
But I think it was if it was a draw, definitely
They won the
it was not a 0-0 draw.
No,
Probably it was
they
a
scored.
1-1.
Yeah.
Yes, that was
They
where
drew with Netherlands.
Yes,
Yes.
that was where Kylian Mbappe scored. He scored a penalty.
The last group game, they drew that game too. Or I think
Yes.
they got beat.
They drew that game too.
The last
Against
game.
Poland. Yes,
Against Poland.
they played
Again,
1-1.
so far, their games now of 4 games, they won 2, and those 2 games were all
been
own
own
goals.
goal.
Seriously,
Okay, so
they've
you're
been
saying
subpar in this tournament. They've been subpar
Yeah,
because I
with
don't
the caliber
really,
of strikers
say
they have.
exactly. They have the players. But I will still say that it is based on the coach, on the players that the coach.
So
feels.
are you trying to say the Shams is not good enough?
No,
Well,
even though he has already won them the World Cup. He has already won them the World Cup. But I can still say maybe he's having issue.
He's having a tough time. This time.
Yes.
I feel the major test they will face now is against Portugal.
Their last match that they
Because they've
won,
not been scoring goals.
they've
They've
not
not
been
scored more than one
Yes.
goal.
They've not even scored from
For example, yesterday,
They've not
no
had
open
a
play
yesterday-
goal. No open play goal.
Yeah,
So
yes.
it shows how woeful
Yeah,
they
yesterday
had
if they didn't score that,
in
if
this
they didn't
tournament
score that
generally.
own goal, because
Even
the
though
keeper
they've
went
been
for that
very,
ball.
very okay from
If they
the
didn't
back.
score that
Okay,
own goal.
what do you guys have to say about Belgium team?
Thank you. I was expecting you to even talk about Belgium.
I will ask you
That
that
team
question
is
because
finished.
let's say a couple of years back, I think on the FIFA ranking now, they are the third.
No,
They are the
number-
third. Yes,
They are the
they are the
third.
third. They are the
Before
third on the log now.
They are the third.
They are the third now.
France is the second.
Yes.
Argentina is
As in the
first.
first.
Yes.
From FIFA ranking. Okay, let's say a couple of years back, tune it back to probably Qatar 2022 or
Okay.
even Russia 2018.
2018. Yeah.
People have been saying these are the golden generations of Belgium. Let's just say in just a year, everything has turned around. So what do you have to say? Okay, Moraz, what do you have to say about this?
Well, I think
About this Belgian team?
Belgium has a lot of aging players.
Yes.
That is something you have to consider.
True.
They started with the likes of what's it called, Vermaelen and those days. Then
Yes,
going to
yes.
Ventogen, going to these other Tottenham former players.
That word.
But those guys are already aging. They can't do anything again.
can't do anything.
Now I think this competition they try to blend in some young players, the like of Fierce, and
But it has not been working.
it has not been working. Those
But-
guys are not good
But what I'm
enough.
saying is that what players what players have them been using that people are saying?
I think the
people have been
consistency-
talking about
the
them
consistency has been
and
attacked.
labeling them as the golden
Because they are-
the golden
they-
I
generation.
They had a young
think I
team.
think
Yes.
they have
The consistency has been
they have
attacked.
one issue that I've been seeing right from day one of this tournament. The coach doesn't want to drop Lukaku.
That is the problem.
See, okay, me, you asked.
And
Lukaku
Lukaku
has-
has been very, very bad.
You asked.
Exactly.
Take a look at how many. Okay, Kevin De Bruyne is one of the top 3 players that has created most chances in this tournament.
Yes.
And
yes.
Lukaku has never converted one.
I don't think he have any goal before.
No, not even an assist.
Before they started the tournament. So,
Not even an assist. in
so
this
I
tournament.
think it is from the coach. Just drop him.
as Larry has said,
The last match I was expecting him when they were still playing 0-0. He made a sub, a very stupid sub, I will say.
Okay.
He removed Openda from the front and he put Ore Mangala, which is a midfielder. Are you trying
A defensive
to
midfielder.
I don't exactly. I don't understand that.
I think if people
are
are-
you
if
trying
people
to
are
defend it
still-
0-0?
you are still not
I don't understand.
hitting what
He has the likes
major
of
problem
Johan
they have.
Bakayoko, even though he is a very, very young player, but the talent is there. He has the likes of Trossard. He has the
I
likes
don't
of
think
Luki
Trossard
Bakio.
is a starter.
Even Tielemans.
Well, I think if he had dropped Lukaku, Trossard could have been a first 9.
Exactly.
I think it would have been a better.
Just drop
better
Lukaku.
option.
work.
Just drop
It won't
Lukaku.
work. See, Trossard. Go and look at Trossard. Like aside when he was, I think, with his former team, Brighton. Since the time he joined Arsenal, he has always come in as a sub, as a super sub.
He could have come in as a
My-
sub
my-
and play as a first
What
9
I'm
as
trying
well.
to say now, what I'm trying to say now.
Praise, he could have done the unthinkable. Everyone knows Trossard. Like, is this kind of player that comes into the match and
Exactly.
change the game.
Exactly.
You know he has a eye for goal.
His conversion ratio is very, very good.
This is the
Yes,
mistake.
it's very, very
This is
good.
the
What
mistake.
I'm trying to say.
This is the mistake the Portugal coach is also doing. I don't know if you all see this. Diogo Jota. Liverpool's Diogo. This guy, he has a very good eye for goal.
Yes.
What I'm trying
Why
to tell
not
you,
bring these kind
what
of
I'm-
players in?
you
When
see,
you need
what
when you
I'm
need
try-
goal.
what I'm trying to
with
say.
Portugal, it is very, very broad, because people will say maybe
With Ronaldo in the team.
exactly. With Ronaldo in front.
Okay, I want to.
Well, the same thing is happening to England.
To
England,
me, with
there's
Ronaldo in front,
likes of
they are only
Ivan Toney in the
playing
bench.
one
There's
tactics.
likes of
And you have
Oli
Harry
Watkins
They are only
as well.
playing one tactics.
So what?
Cross and shoot. Cross and shoot. That is Portugal's ball. Whenever Ronaldo is on the pitch, cross and shoot. Just for them to accommodate him
Him in the team.
inside in the team. We have this young. I'm not saying Ronaldo is not good for them. Even if they field the normal 4-3-3 formation with good wingers behind him or in front of him, I think he will perform very, very well.
I think they should have removed Ronaldo yesterday.
Yes, exactly. Around maybe 70 or 75, just remove Ronaldo and maybe put another
Well,
striker.
let me just
Yeah.
let me just chip this in.
Okay.
What I'm trying to say is the problem with Belgium
Okay.
has been like their downfall started when they changed their coach. That's the problem.
Well, I will
That
take
is
that.
it.
When you
Martinez.
look at
Yes.
this Tedesco, people were praising him when he was when he was coaching a club side, I think, from Germany, because he performed very, very well there. Even I remember when he was being linked with Chelsea, their fans were so excited that he's a very, very good coach.
And he's a young coach.
He's
Just
very,
like-
very young.
like-
He's
like
very, very
years of
young.
age.
So I don't understand.
The problem with European teams now is they are actually going out of players like traditional players. Most of them don't really have that talent again. Go and check it now. Most of the players playing in these teams are blacks. Without them, nothing
They are only relying on them.
on them.
Okay, let's just preview the quarterfinal matches. I think in the quarterfinal there will be a match between Spain and Germany, then Portugal versus France, which we are all looking up to, then England against Switzerland. So I think the winner between
Romania, Netherlands, and
Netherlands,
Austria, Turkey.
and Austria,
Austria, Turkey.
Turkey.
Austria, that's my team.
Yeah, that's your team. I mean, okay, the Gengen pressing team.
I love them because of their coach.
Okay, yeah, no wahala. So I think we've really talked a lot. We've reviewed most of the round of 16 matches. So
Let's review the quarterfinal matches. So, Praise, what is your prediction for England versus Switzerland?
To be very honest.
No, Joe.
No, Joro. I will say England will still make it. They will still make it to the semi-final. But Switzerland will give them a very, very, very tough fight.
Give us a scoreline.
A scoreline, England has not been a high-scoring side, so I will give them a 2-1.
okay, Lauren, what was your take on
Well, I
that?
will go with what Praise has said, because England, even though they are very, very poor in this tournament, Switzerland is very, very good.
Yeah.
But I will still go with England winning this tie, because I think they will hedge Switzerland.
Okay,
And
Moraz.
yeah, exactly. And let me say, I will predict 2-1 too, because they've not been scoring like
They
that.
are not a high-scoring side.
Okay, Moraz, what's your prediction?
I think England might get a shocker.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's going to be 1-0 in favor of Switzerland.
Switzerland.
Well,
Well, I was actually I will be rooting for Switzerland in this game as well, because England have not performed to my expectation.
Yeah.
So, and I think Switzerland over the competition have been playing a very
well,
good football.
yes.
So
Entertaining football.
I think that will be that match between England and Switzerland and Spain and Germany. They will be the
Mo, give us a scoreline.
What's your scoreline?
My
You
scoreline.
you can't escape this.
That's like
Give us
that's
a scoreline.
Switzerland versus England. What's
Well,
the scoreline?
I would say 1-0 to England.
Okay.
1-0 to England, because England always have their way of maneuvering things. So
Okay.
Exactly.
I'll say
Exactly.
it that
We'll
way,
see
I'll
about
put it
that.
way.
Exactly.
So what about what's the prediction for Spain Germany? I think Spain should go first.
I don't know, but I've not been a fan of the German team.
Okay.
I've not been a fan of the German team. So Spain has been a very high scoring side, and I expect them to I expect them to repeat that same feat, and they are going to beat Germany. I give them 3-1.
Really?
Yes.
The host country?
Yes. Spain will
Okay.
win 3-1.
Lanren, what do you have to say about what's your prediction?
Well, Germany is my team from day one.
Because of Kayama?
That's my own word best.
King Kai.
So I know Germany is my team, but let me say it won't be easy for them.
Okay.
It won't be easy for them because Spain has been I think
The
they've scored the
outstanding, the
most
most outstanding
goals
team.
Yeah.
in this tournament.
During their group match
Yes,
stages, they
yes.
didn't concede any goal.
So,
They just considered
but
one.
I will
And
still
it's
go
still an
with
on goal.
I will still go with Germany to win.
Germany.
Let me say 2-1.
Okay.
Yes.
TOPMORAZ.
Well, I think this is a very, very tough one to
It's
predict.
dicey.
So I see it going into extra times and getting into the penalties. So I think Spain is going to go through penalties.
Nasu.
Okay. My own prediction, I'll go with Germany because they are the host team. That's number one. That's one of the reasons.
Yala, anybody can be beaten.
I know that, but even
Canada and Mexico.
even at that, but even at that,
I've been at US.
even at that, Germany have been performing as well.
Of course.
But I think the coach just have to make little changes in their team.
So what's your prediction?
My prediction is no extra time, just full time. Germany 1-0.
Wow.
Okay.
Huh.
I still stand with
That is
3-1.
That's a hell of a score.
Germany
Because
1-0.
for you to even prevent Spain from scoring you,
It's
it's
difficult.
very, very difficult.
Very difficult.
It will be very, very difficult. There is no how.
And-
I don't see.
and Germany will
I don't
score
see.
Don't worry.
Germany
Watch out for
winning
watch out for
to
Julian
nil.
tactics.
It's not easy.
Watch out for Julian tactics. Where Rudiger they back?
So let's talk about.
I think Jonathan Tah is coming back into the team.
Yeah.
Portugal and France.
Yeah, Portugal, France.
Larry, what do you have to say about Portugal and France? Who's going to win?
Let me say, during the last concluded World Cup, they said people were rooting for France to beat Germany.
Okay.
To beat Argentina, sorry.
Yes.
But this time around, I think it is now vice versa. So I will go for France to win. Let me say 2-1.
I know you don't like Ronaldo. I know that's the we already know
Yes.
that.
What about praise? What's your prediction?
Well, this is a honest prediction.
Okay.
It's a very honest prediction. Portugal has not been living up to expectation
Okay.
due to their past two
France
games.
have not been living up to expectations as well.
Yes. This game will be the test, like the
ultimate
major
test.
The real test for them, yes.
for both teams.
Okay.
So I'll still give it to Portugal.
Okay.
I'll give it to Portugal, and the game will end 2-1 in favor of Portugal. Yes.
Okay, TOPMORAZ, what's your take on this? What's the prediction?
I think this is going to extra time as well.
I will go with you. and this is leading to penalties.
He's definitely going to penalties.
We have the almighty. What's the name of the
Diogo Costa.
Diogo Costa.
No,
But this
because-
time around, I think France is going to win through penalties.
Well,
Yeah, I'll go with you. France is winning on penalties.
remember, we don't have Oris there again.
But we have
Well,
Magna.
Magna is
a
very good.
goalkeeper.
Okay.
It's very,
Magna
very
is a
good.
very good
And
goalkeeper. Magna is
he
very-
knows-
Oblak was
he-
very, very good too.
No.
Well, we'll see to that.
Well-
Oblak is old.
Well,
Oblak is old.
He is.
Magnan, if you check penalty
He's
record
old,
of
but
Magnan,
experienced,
he's
very
very
experienced.
good in
He's
penalty
a
as
good
well.
He's
And
good
we
at
have
saving
someone who
penalties.
broke a record yesterday.
Who's
Hey.
that?
Diogo
Diogo
Costa
Costa,
did.
of course he did it. I think this is a very, very good
Well,
topic
let's
today.
let's
It's a
watch
very-
out for these quarterfinals. I think there will be the interesting matches in these.
To watch out for.
Yeah, to watch out for in this tournament, even across the tournament.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
the
yeah.
pairing will be
Yes,
a
yes.
very, very good pairing. So I think that's all for the show today. So thank you for coming on the show. Thank you, Praise. Thank you, Larry.
Larry,
Thank you for having you in
We
this
really-
show.
we thank you for coming.
We really appreciate, and
You are
we hope
welcome.
to see you next time as well.
Thank you.
Thanks
You are-
for
you are-
having
you are-
us in
You are, you are welcome.
So until next time on the show, my name remains TOPMORAZ. I wish you all a very good time.
Okay. I remain my humble self, Mo, and I'm the host of this show. See you next time on Topmost Sport Podcast.